everyone. Hi. So, you're going to join me today as I help a friend struggling with depression clean home. I spent the majority of the day doing the downstairs because it's a trouble. Now I'm doing the upstairs before I go home myself. So yeah, you're gonna keep me company if you don't mind, and we're going to be using that as an opportunity to talk about the British royal family, the shenanigans, and we're going to do a kind of like royal recap. So, yeah, come and join me as we have this chat. Please continue to like, subscribe, and share. And I want to use this live as an opportunity to, put awareness, create awareness about mental illness. The home of the cleaning you're going to see me do now is the upper layer of my friend's house. She's a certified clinical depressive, and she's going through a very bad time. Hi, Sandra. And I want to use this live while we recap about the royal family to help clean our home a bit. I spend the majority of the day, those of you who follow me on TikTok, cleaning the lower part of the house. I took a minute because I was standing for like 6 hours. So I want to finish the upper part. I'm going to go home and get some much needed rest. But I'll be here for some time and I wanted you guys to come and join me and let's talk because we have quite a lot to talk about. So if you see me walking in the background, it's because, well, it's almost 10 p.m. here. I'm in the UK and I've been doing this since midday and I need to go home. So come and join me as we clean for mental health. Sandra, how are you doing? How's it going? Hope you're well. One sec, let me get the bin bag. For those of you just joining, I've been doing this since 12 midday. Just to raise awareness, the friend of mine I was talking about is suffering with depression. And for those of you who may know about depressive episodes, it makes it hard for them to take care of themselves and their home. So what I've been doing today, I've been helping her clean. So if you see me moving around, it's because, guys, this is a duplex. I've been cleaning all day. I'm exhausted. And I just want to finish it before I go home. Because tomorrow I am not leaving my bed till like 3 in the afternoon. But yeah, as we start this live, I think it's very important, especially during this time of year where a lot of seasonal depression takes place, for us to show up for each other. If you have friends that you've not heard from in a while that are struggling with something, please remember to reach out to them. Just because they're keeping quiet doesn't mean they're having a grand old time of it. They might be seriously struggling and waiting for you to, maybe not even looking for you, but like if you reach out to them, you can find out what's happening. So yeah, today I'm going to quickly try and clean up this place in the next 1 hour, and then we'll use that opportunity to talk about what's going on in the royal family, like a mini recap. I think these are my gloves. I've been wearing them all day. So I'm going to continue wearing them as I do this work. So yeah, hope everybody's doing okay. Please continue to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to raise awareness. I forgot to hashtag mental health. So that was my bad. Anyway, guys, so as we've had like a number of lives this week. What are you guys thinking? Yeah? So this week has been quite a lot actually from the royal family. Prince Andrew, or Pedro, as I call him. Pedro is a combination of Pedro and Andrew. Pedro has had quite a week, maybe not the week he wanted, but honestly, I have to say, despite the disappointment, because it started off a bit promising, I was thinking that the British MPs were at least going to debate about the fact that Andrew is living with zero consequences despite sexually assaulting young women. But I guess I was being overly optimistic. Hi, Sandra. I'm having a good day. Please bear with me while I move in and out. As I mentioned, I'm cleaning room as part of mental health awareness. So yeah, to me, it feels like Andrew has gotten away with murder. It feels like literal murder because Regina Giuffre is dead. And I know a lot of people who are royal fans are going to be supporting that useless man. But then royal fans, I'm beginning to realize, are not mentally sound people. It's like its own version of MAGA. Because the excuses people are making for Andrew are a disgrace, frankly. This man has wasted every privilege given to him. You know, I've always said that I never understand why these people go to the best schools in the world. They go to the best schools, they have the best education, they have the best of everything. And they can't seem to convert all that privilege into something meaningful. The only thing they know how to do is to restrict, be exclusive, and racist. That seems to be their game of choice because no member of the royal family is doing anything useful with their time besides harassing people because they don't do anything all day, right? So there's literally no reason why. Oh. Guys, give me 1 second. Let me get a bag to pack all these bottles. Sorry guys, had to get the bag. So for those of you that have just joined, wondering what is happening, I am helping to clean a friend's home who is struggling with clinical depression. This is one of her low periods. It's been happening for over 2 weeks. We were able to get her out of the house today. So from my own end, I volunteered to help her clean home. Because for many people who suffer with depression, there's a feeling of lethargy, fatigue, worthlessness. So they tend to not take care of their home, or themselves even. So this is me contributing to help so that by the time she gets back from where we've taken her to, she has a clean house to come to. I'm not saying it will solve anything or it will fix all her problems, but it's me helping out. And I hope many of us can do the same for those of us in our lives that are struggling with mental health issues. Yes, did you see the concubine's headpiece when she was at? It was a mess. But then Camilla has always been a very disrespectful person. For all the respect the crown, Camilla has always given off, I don't give a shit. People were saying that she was trying to dress like Diana, Because apparently Diana has been to the Vatican before. I didn't know that. I don't care. I don't follow these people. But yeah, I guess what do you expect when you give someone like that a platform that she does not respect or take seriously? And I think that's the problem people are beginning to see with the royal family. In this day and age, you have all that privilege, and this is what you choose to do with it. You don't do anything useful. You're not helping anyone. You're not contributing. They are patrons of charities, but what are they actually doing with all these charities? You know? Who are they helping? No one. It's just one big grift. Oh, sorry. Let me move the camera. Sorry, I'm here. Hi, as I mentioned, this is a mental health live. Trying to help somebody who is struggling with mental health, a severe depressive episode. So my contribution is to clean up the house for her a bit while she goes out to have a mental health day that should hopefully help her relax a bit. And we talk about that briefly. If you want to rewind my life to get more information, I should have tagged it on my live, but that was my mistake. Because I've been doing this since midday, guys. I am low-key exhausted, and I'm not the same energy that I had when I started. But yeah, I wanted to use the opportunity while raising awareness about mental health to catch up with everyone. On this channel, you know, we discuss the royals. So, we're using that opportunity to kind of round up the week. What has been going on with the royals all week, you know? Whew. Wait, this is not bedspread. This is the. Huh? Oh God, what did I do? Oh right, this is the bedspread. Okay. But yeah, I want to encourage those of us that are joining the live. Hi, Jacqueline. How you guys doing? Let me take off the gloves since I'm doing the bed. How are you guys doing? Thank you for joining me with this thing that I'm doing. And it's not just me working. We're talking about the royals and the shenanigans from the past week. It's like a mini roundup. Recap, if you will. There's so much happening, guys. Camilla, for those of you who just joined, we're just talking about Camilla and Will and Charles at the Vatican. And that ridiculous headdress that Camilla had on her head. I've always said this woman, Camilla's disrespect of the crown is very blatant. You can tell that she does not care. And she thinks she's above it all. And frankly, I don't blame her. All the things they're accusing Meghan of is exactly what Camilla does. She doesn't give a shit. She doesn't care. And these are really nice pillows, you know. It's a shame they're not being used properly. These ones they can get rid of. Oh, that smells bad. So yeah, Camilla and her continued disrespect of the British royal family. Everything they're accusing Meghan of doing is what Camilla has done and continues to do. Sorry guys, I know this is a weird live today, but sometimes we have to help people. I saw that Bentley thing. Imagine if it was Harry or Meghan. Just imagine if Harry flew over his luxury vehicle. Why did Charles fly his Bentley to the Vatican? Can someone please let me know in the chat to what end that was for? In a cost of living crisis, does that seem like a reasonable use of public funds? Mm? Because you know good and damn well he didn't pay for it himself. Does that make sense in this current socio-economic state? Especially when people are questioning the spending of the British royal family? Does that seem like a reasonable thing to do? And that's why we can't take these people seriously. People are asking for accountability after what happened with Andrew. And your monarch has decided, I'm not going to give you guys the accountability that you deserve as taxpayers that funds our lifestyle. I am going to flaunt my wealth in your face to let you know, to further let you know that I don't give a shit what you think. I don't care about the optics. And you want me to take these people seriously. And what was Billy Idol's contribution? Nothing, as usual. The only thing Prince William wanted us to know was, when it's my turn, I'm going to do things differently. As if that's going to solve anything. Bring justice for any of the women that were sexually abused. You know, that's what they want to hear. That when it is Billy Idol's turn, my reign is going to be different. Guys, one sec, please. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm just trying to quickly finish this so I can head home. That's why I'm doing it with you guys here. We're throwing away plastics. We brought her some. For those of you that, again, if you're just joining, thank you. If you have a chance, please rewind the beginning of the live so you can see what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. But just to recap, this is an exercise in helping a friend who is struggling with mental illness. That is not a gun. That's a bin bag. I'm not doing this for, I'll do this last. I'm just putting it on the bed so I can get on the sheets. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I think we're making some good progress, guys. Just have our hangers here. Sorry for the distraction, but this needs to be done before she gets back home. I've already explained why I'm doing this. If you don't know, please rewind the video to the beginning to find out. I've said why this is happening at this point in time. So you guys are basically keeping me company while we clean up this place for my friend who is struggling with a depressive episode. There is no firearm. This is a bin bag. This is not America. I live in the UK. We don't carry guns like that. I don't even think we're allowed to have guns. Okay. This room is very tight. It's not easy to clean. What the F? I'm still going to use a Hoover in here, but I'm African and I like to do that initial first sweep before we bring in a Hoover. That initial first sweep is very important. And for those that are wondering, my inspiration for doing this is actually Megan, because Megan says something about showing up for people, having different ways to show up for people that you care about. This is my way of helping and showing up for a friend. And yeah, one thing that we need to do in our community, especially in the Black community, is how we show up for people. I feel like as Black people especially, we don't really pay attention to our friends' mental health. I don't know why. Not just our friends, by the way, even our families. There's a general lack of care and intention. And I'm just doing my own part. And there are many things. I can't help her with her mental depression, because depression, from what I've been made to understand, is a disease. Yeah. I can't help her get that disease. It's something she has to unfortunately deal with. I'm opening the window for some fresh air. But the least I can do is help when she's having an episode to clean up or contribute in that way, I think. So this is me doing my bit, doing the best I can do for a friend struggling. Oh, let me get the bottles. Now move the camera a bit. I opened the window so some fresh air can come into the room before she gets back. I'm not sure if this is where she's sleeping right now, but Wahala. Show up for people, always try and do good for others to the best of your ability, I guess, is a common language I'm trying to share. The room is really a mess, but I think we'll do our best with it tonight. I think fresh sheets make a difference. She's been sleeping with the same sheets. They smell terrible. Fresh sheets make a difference. So this is me sweeping the room. So yeah, sorry. Before I get distracted, let's talk about what else has happened in the royal household this week. I'm tired of talking about Andrew. Let's talk about some good news. Do you guys hear that Meghan has something coming out on the 28th? It looks like the raspberry spread is back, guys. Are you guys going to buy? Because I'm going to buy, definitely. And I'm getting my 6 jars. Because people are not about to play in my face again. Nothing could have prepared me for her selling out that first time. I remember it like yesterday. I was so shocked. I mean, I knew there would be interest, but I didn't think she'd sell out like that. Because if you listen to the press, Meghan doesn't have any fans. They hate her. So who's buying her stuff? Who's buying her stuff? If everybody hates her, who's selling out all her stuff? Ladies and gentlemen, I need somebody to answer that question for me. Everybody hates you. If people hate you, whew, if people hate you, why are they buying out your stuff? That's what the Meghan haters will never be able to explain to those of us. I keep asking them, they say it like I'm a foolish person. Your stuff is hated, but you're selling out. Why? How? If she's hated the way they want us to believe, nothing she sells will sell out. Whew. I won't lie, guys. I'm feeling really tired. Whew. I've been doing this since midday. I've cleaned this whole house, I feel. Thank you guys for being patient with me. I know this is not the usual format and it's a bit annoying, but if I sit down, I won't finish this job I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, I've scared everybody away now. I'm so sorry. Guys, please bear with me. I have to mop this room. Ow. Ow. So I get my stuff with, there's a shipping company called myus.com. myus.com, myus.com. So they especially specialize in shipping abroad. All you have to, you will have to pay them £9. You will have to pay them some money per month, unfortunately. But it was a price I was willing to pay because I really wanted to get Megan stuff. myus.com. I was saying the way I advertise them, they owe me a commission, frankly. But yeah, you'll be able to get your stuff if you go to them. And it's fairly decent, because Megan, I think what Megan does now for her shipping, you pay for your order, then you have to wait a few days. But this time around, I think they got a bit better. Everybody's blaming Megan that, oh, why is your shipping not? I was like, well, because thanks to the misinformation in the media, her team probably also underestimated the demand for her stuff as well. So there was no way for her to know how many SKUs to have active at any one time. And she said it perfectly. Selling out is great. What the problem with selling out, especially when you're a small business, is it's hard to budget for the exact amount that you would need. Yeah. Sorry guys, let me rest for a minute. My feet are tired. I'm standing for over 12 hours. Yeah. They are fairly easy. They are easy to use actually. It's like any shipping company. All you have to do, they will charge you a subscription. But I guess that's how they make their money. But it's not much. It's like what, £4? Between £4 and £9 a month. And you don't have to keep it going. Like there's a free trial. What you could do is you could open an account. Like Megan has said, she's doing a drop on the 28th, right? So you can open an account now, or even like a week before the 28th. I think the trial is for 7 days. I could be wrong, or for a month. I can't remember. But if you go on myus.com, you get the trial. Get the trial, open the account, then ship. All you have to do when you're paying for your as ever goods is you put your information on there, of course. Then when you open the account, they will give you a suite. I'm guessing it's like a mailbox. They'll give you a mailbox. They'll give you an address. So when you buy your as ever, you send the goods to that address. Yeah. You send the goods to that address, and then they'll as Megan's team will ship it to them, and then once they get it, they'll contact you. You verify your information with them, and they'll ship it to the UK for you. Of course, they'll give you shipping options. There's different courier companies. There's DHL, FedEx. You look at the budget that pays you. But if you want to get a view of how much it costs, it's best to have a chat with them. If you go on their website and speak to them via chat, they'll tell you the price range. It's not cheap, I won't lie, but then I guess it makes sense. These are private couriers. Um, so the suite they gave me is in Florida. I don't know if that's where they are, but anyway, Megan is in LA. And hi, Elfaz. Megan is in LA. The mailbox is in Florida. So in America, apparently, I didn't know this was a thing. Moving between LA and Florida takes a number of days. I think. So by the time it gets to Florida, I think the longest I had to wait was a week actually. It took like 5 days to get to Florida. Then once they get it in about 20, between 24 to 48 hours, they'll log it. Then they'll contact you to send them an invoice verifying what you bought. Excuse me, verifying what you bought. Then once you're verified and they are happy, they will tell you that your goods are ready to ship. Sorry. Sorry guys, I think I want to sneeze. They'll tell you that your goods are ready to ship and then they'll send the goods to you. But it's actually pretty straightforward. The 6 apricot spread I got, it was from the last drop. I think that was the weekend that Megan went to Paris. 2 weeks, or was it like 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, she went to Paris. That was when I bought my apricot spread. That we were all surprised that she had the drop without announcing it first. I still don't understand why she did the drop without announcing it first. That's interesting. But anyway, she did. And it got here on Thursday. So I'm happy, frankly. So that's this room done for now. Let me let the room get some fresh air. We still have to come and mop, but I'll do it tomorrow. Guys, I'm exhausted. So yeah, those of you that have just joined the live, thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're doing something a bit different, even though we're talking about the royal family, because of course we are. This live, I was doing it previously on Talk, but I thought let me do the remaining part of it here with my peeps. Yeah, I highly recommend it if you want to get Megan stuff. So this is a mental health live, honestly, to raise awareness. A friend of mine is struggling with mental health, depression, and a number of us got together to help. So what they've done is they've taken her out for the day. I'm trying to mount this camera. Sorry, guys. They've taken her out for the day. I thought they'll be coming back this evening, but I think they decided to put her up in a nice hotel for the night. So what I have offered to do is to help clear up the house for her, because people that struggle with her type of mental health, depression, they don't take care of themselves. You should have seen the house and the state it was when I got here. I came here previously last week. For those of you who may have joined me on TikTok, I was clearing up the kitchen. So I'm back here again to clear up the remaining part of it. The aim is not to judge. The aim is not to judge. The aim is to help. And it's also to raise awareness that there might be people going through the same thing. And we should not, again, I'm not lecturing anybody on what to do. But it's always good to check in on people and see how they are doing. They might be struggling like our friend was. Or and they are embarrassed and they don't know how to ask for help. Let me get my gloves. And yeah, you're helping me. You're keeping me company, guys, while I clear up this house. This is the last part of the house I need to clean. I'll be quick, but I just thought let's have a conversation while I do it. I've been doing this since 12 o'clock today. But I'm quite pleased with the progress that has been made. A lot of bin bags need to be disposed of. But I'll do it in the morning before she gets back. So, What were we talking about? Yes, as ever. So Megan has a drop coming out next week, guys. I was saying that I'm not going to look at anybody's face. What do you guys think? She's doing a spread. I was thinking maybe she's bringing back the raspberry spread. I think she's bringing back the raspberry spread. Could be wrong though. People are thinking she's doing a new drop. I'm like, it has to be the raspberry spread because she said coming soon. But I didn't get it the last time. And I remember being distinctly very upset about it because, again, I underestimated the level of interest. Because if you listen to the British media, Meghan has no friends. Nobody wants to buy anything from Meghan. Where's the bin bag? I was holding it just now, wasn't I? Yeah? I hate when I'm cleaning and things just vanish. Sorry guys, I had to find the bin bags. Did you buy Megan's wine? Yes, I bought the rosé. I was showing it off. So when me and my friends came yesterday to our friend's place, I brought a bottle and we finished it. I have an empty bottle. Okay, no, I've thrown it away of the rosé. I saw somebody do some arts and crafts with their own bottle, and I do something similar. Put lights in a bottle. I didn't buy the white. You know why? I'm not a fan of Sauvignon Blanc. I am not a fan of white wine. Sorry, Megan, but I'm sorry. I can't. But you know what I'm thinking, and they were saying it last week, guys. I love sparkling wine. Any sparkling wine. My wine of choice is Night Timber. Now, if Megan is going to bring out sparkling wine, ladies, I am there. I wonder if she will announce it before she, because I don't want to waste my money. Did you guys get to watch her godmother books talk? I didn't get a chance to do so, unfortunately. I would have loved to. But I heard that it went very well. And I think what Megan has started marketing her stuff now. So whenever she's doing things, when she's hosting talks, she's advertising, her products, which is brilliant, by the way. That's exactly how you do it. She's advertising her products, She's going on podcasts. But I was saying, guys, my only criticism for Megan is I think she needs to start. A lot of celebrities would like to hang out with her. So to me, don't be shy. Invite them. Especially on her cooking show. A lot of celebrities have said they would love to attend. So I'm like, Megan, invite these people. Not everything has to be, centered around goodness. If she wants that show to last long and get mainstream appeal, she needs to do marketing like everybody else. Get some celebs. Get some big names on there. You know? Not just her Montecito crowd. Get Beyonce. Get some musicians who I know would love to attend, right? So that's my only advice. Well, not, I won't say criticism, I'll say advice. But then again, who am I to advise a multi-millionaire? I'm just saying, while the second season was decent, it didn't break as many top tens as I think it could have. She needs more celebrity guests. Megan, don't be shy. Invite people. Invite people. Not everything has to be a grand declaration. Sometimes people just want to see a silly celebrity. And you know that's what they're all hungry for. They all want the Megan invite. A lot of these bitchy people online, they want to be invited to the show. Instead of them to say they want to be invited to the show, they are, being snarky and rude. Who would you guys like to see on Megan's cooking show? I have somebody in mind I would love to see on cooking show. I would love to see Mama Tina or Beyonce. I heard Beyonce knows how to make, because Beyonce has her own thing. She has her Sir Davis, right? She can come and make cocktails. They can make cocktails together. Can you imagine Beyonce and Megan making cocktails? She can invite Oprah. She can invite Oprah, Kamala. But yeah, guys, tell me, who would you like to see on Megan's show that you think would help with the ratings? Because I think she needs that help. She needs more stars. I could be wrong though. She may be perfectly happy with how it's going. I'm just offering my own 5 cents. But if you're doing a TV show, they want ratings, right? So ratings means bringing a name that will make people want to watch it. Megan is not enough. I think there was a curiosity at the beginning, but I think that curiosity is gone now. We need more bigger names, people that will make them want to watch. Okay, I think I've picked up all the nonsense. I have to clear this bed. We'll do that later. Whew. Guys, it's not easy cleaning someone else's house. I can tell you that much. Because you don't want to mess up or throw somebody's stuff away. Serena, yeah, that'll be good too. Let's get Serena on there. Serena has lost a lot of weight. Good for her, if that's what she wanted. She was clearly trying to lose weight, so good for her. I don't know. Skinny is back. Everybody wants to be skinny now. In a way, I kind of think Megan. I mean, Megan is slim, obviously. And while I do think she would look even younger if she gained a bit more weight, I get it. Hollywood likes their people skinty. So. But her slimness does not alarm me the way her sister-in-law's slimness does, because that's ridiculous. Kate is not slim. Kate is just emaciated looking. But I don't care about Kate, so I'm not going to waste my time talking about her. I think Hollywood's obsession with skinniness. Yeah, good for her. But according to Serena, she intentionally shrank herself that way, though. And I get it, you're right. She's retired from tennis, so all that extra muscle bulk, she doesn't need it. And I think she wants to fit into that whole Megan Montecito crowd. They're all slim, aren't they? Montecito crowd. And I think that's why Harry and Meghan are loved, because they were saying, I recall Sharon Stone was saying that Meghan and Harry are very involved in their community. They participate, and where they move to is perfect, because they're around other celebrities, right? Who also want their privacy and want to create as normal a life for their families as possible. So they're all going to protect each other, keep each other's business private. And I think that's brilliant, because there's this kind of strength in numbers, right? If you're friends with Kevin Costner, who also has young kids or teenagers, who he doesn't want necessarily to be exposed to excessive media intrusion, when they do things together, they keep their secrets. If you know what I mean. And I think Harry and Meghan are so lucky to be around people who don't sell their pictures, don't sell their children's pictures. Is she? Oh, that's awful. All of Williams's girlfriends look alike. Very mannish looking. Is that a nasty thing to say? But it's true. They don't look especially feminine. Does anybody else agree with me? They have no tits, no ass. I've never seen anything like it. They don't have figure. Does that make sense? One would wonder, why does he like dating women that look like that? They don't have any shape. Meghan, before, in my opinion, she's lost too much weight. But I don't want people to come and drag me. When she was on Suits, she had bum, she had ass, she had curves. She's a very beautiful woman. She had the body. Not that she was big or anything, or thick like that, but she was. There was a bum. She had legs, teeth. And I forget how much more bodacious she looked. When I remember, but I was looking at some early episodes of Suits, and I was like, Megan was never this skinny, was she? She lost too much weight. I feel Megan lost too much weight personally compared to when she was on Suits. But that's okay. If it fits into her fitness, that's okay. Maybe because I'm a black woman. I think women should have body. I'm not saying that you should be this obese or anything like that. But maybe. I know a lot of women went quite extreme after because Megan gained a lot of weight. What am I saying? She gained normal baby weight as a mother. Her body is taking care of her life. I mistakenly sprayed the wrong thing on the bed, guys. Oh no! Sorry, ladies, I had to clear up the back. So yes, I think we've done okay here. This is the last room, guys. I have cleared 5 rooms today, and the kitchen. Uh, I am honest to God exhausted. It's been a long day. I have to move the bins downstairs. I'll do it in the morning. All I have to do in the morning is just mop and hoover. Now I think, if you ask my honest opinion, I think Megan, Megan is, how do I describe this now? If you look at her mother is slim, and it's not just that her mother does yoga too, and all this, wellness, fitness thing, and all that stuff. Whew, sorry, let me relax for a bit. It's been a long day. She does all that wellness, fitness thing. So I believe that, especially thanks to Pilates, healthy eating, all that stuff. And I do see that a lot of similarities between Megan and those Montecito white women. They are all slender, with straight brown hair. They all have a look. They all have a look. I can't describe it. I don't know. There's a look, if you know what I mean. A skinny girl look. But I guess that's that Southern California. It feels very Southern rich girl California vibe. They're not like bodacious, like Southern women, like Megan Thee Stallion or Beyonce, or they don't have curves. They seem to be more. I don't know. They have a look anyway. I think that's what's that. The reason why we brought it up is because we think that's what Serena Williams is trying to do as well with the weight loss. People, I have had a day today. Bringing it back to mental illness and how we show up for people. The small things, calling, checking in, I feel like time is running away. The small things, the checking in. But yeah, to recap the week, the royal family just humiliated. I think people were saying that the whole Prince Andrew thing is a scandal on par with the abdication. The only difference is the royal rota cannot control what people are complaining about because thanks to social media and independent media, people can keep a rhetoric going regardless of whether the big three, BBC, ITV, and the rest decide to follow up or not. I do think there's quite a lot of frustration from people generally because they believe that Andrew has literally gotten away with one of the worst sex crimes any human being today can ever be accused of, child abuse. Not only that, the way his scandalous behavior with shady dealings and money. I didn't even realize that one of the emails that were leaked from Epstein was Fergie literally begging for money, begging Epstein for money. She was like, can he basically borrow her 50 to 100K for small bills? And I'm like, Fergie, what? And this is Fergie, by the way, who has had over 20 years outside the royal family to do business, make money, sell out the family, the thing that they're accusing Harry and Meghan of. And she's not been able to turn that into any recurring lucrative funds. They were saying that Fergie has to sell her Chelsea home. And I'm like, Fergie, all that money, all these years, you have to sell your home? What type of debt are you in? And you think of Eugenie and Beatrice, I finally learned their names. And you're like, oh, they didn't have anything to do with it. And I'm like, I'd be very surprised if they didn't, though. Maybe not as shadily as their ridiculous parents, but like, they didn't know. Because those kids are not babies, they're in their 30s. And don't forget that Beatrice and Eugenie were known to try and be a bit more independent. They have their own thing going on. What thing? Actually, let's start asking questions. What thing exactly was Fergie, was Beatrice, and what were they getting into? You know what I mean? Again, it is the babification of the royal family. Oh, don't hold people in their 30s responsible. They are just kids. What? Don't hold Prince Andrew for being a sex pest and a pervert. His mental health. That man is almost 70 years old. What's his name? His wife is basically a criminal at this. Both of them are criminal. That might very much extend to his children and their own dealings. Like, how far is this rot going? All that work they are doing to try and get Harry and Meghan, the Sussex House of Sussex finances, when all the tea is right here on the homeland. At least we know where Harry and Meghan are getting their money from. They got deals with Spotify. They had deals with Netflix. Meghan has a business. Harry cashing on some of his inheritance. At least there's some sort of a decent paper trail. But we don't know anything about the York girls, about the York family. The York girls have married very rich men and families. Fair enough. But to my point, even before then, I'm sure if you go through the York family finances, you're going to find a lot of nasty nonsense in there. But I don't even want to hold them necessarily responsible because this rot starts at the head. Is it not Charles? I was collecting bags of cash from Arab princes and sheiks. Was it not Charles? Charles was the one that was caught carrying cash now. But the charity commission was saying, actually, there's nothing wrong because we're stupid people. This thing, I think this is the thing that is going to bring down the house, the royal family. The seeming lack of accountability. You claim you are for the people, but the people can't ask you questions about your finances. Especially since we can see, I think out of the royal family, the only people's finances we have any clarity on is Harry and Meghan. We don't have any clarity on the finances of anybody else, actually. We largely know where their money is coming from, but we don't know where the York's money is coming from. We don't know where the Windsor's money is coming from. We don't know where the Wales's money is coming from. We know that on paper, William and Charles have made almost over £20 million from all the rents that they collect from public services. But that's what we know. And don't forget that Billy Idol didn't pay, refused to declare income. On top of that, insult to fucking injury. Randy Andy is sexually assaulting children and nobody is being held to account. Which is why when William was trying to get easy score points, I was just like, man, don't piss me off. Oh, and when I get into power, I will strip Andy of his powers. Geez, thanks. I'm sure that's what victims of sexual assault want to hear. Not accountability, not somebody coming in front of a trial and taking accountability for the trauma they caused them. No, they want to hear that they are stripped of their titles. It's horrible, guys. But yeah. But yeah, if I guess if we had to round up the week, the British royal family is corrupt, and I'm glad more and more people are shouting about it now. Virginia Giuffre's book, if the only thing Virginia does is to bring down is to bring down the royal family, that woman is a hero amongst us. The royal family have found a way to bully the British government from investigating, but I don't think people are standing for it. People are pushing back on that nonsense. Charles went to the Vatican for some reason. Personally, I think he went to pray for his soul because I think Charles will soon pass on to the next plane. William continues to be a see you next Tuesday. And I think the reason why William is so active in the media now is that he knows his father is going to die soon. So he's trying to establish himself. Good luck. Meghan had the um, godmother's conference. I tried to do a recap. I couldn't get the full recording. I'll look for it and do a recap. What we have as ever coming out next week, 28th. What looks like the spread is going to be around the raspberry spread. So those of us that are buying me, we have to keep an eye on things. I'm hoping she's also bringing out sparkling wine. And yeah, what else happened this week with the royal family? Besides Pedro, there wasn't much. I haven't finished listening to Virginia Giuffre's book, but I'm going to, definitely. And I'm going to do a quick recap about it as well. And yeah, guys, it's been interesting. I don't feel justice is being served for those girls. And I'm going to keep on talking about it until some form of justice needs to be served for those women who were abused by Andrew. I don't know. It may not be the justice that we want. And I don't even care about him getting kicked out of Royal Lodge. I just want that family to face some sort of accountability for their bad behavior. I don't feel, I feel like we deserve accountability. But anyway, thank you. Oh, Jackie. I post. Yeah, I used to post more, to be fair. You're right. I'll post more. I was going through, I will. I know, Jacqueline. I'll post more. Things were a bit busy, but I will definitely post more going forward. I'll post more. And yeah, guys, it's been a long day. I'm going to go home. I'm going to have a hot shower, go to bed. I feel like I've been working since 12 p.m. I'm exhausted. What time is it now? It's almost 11 p.m. now. I need to head home. I have to take these bin bags downstairs, have a hot shower, and come and chill. I was going to do like a rinse tomorrow on my hair, but we'll talk about that. But yeah, Lovely catching up with you, beautiful people. Have a good night. Bye.